Okay, good morning. This is part 2 of the shower enclosure install. And got my walls put in. I haven't stuck that one on yet. Ran out of energy, but just have to lift it up over the pipes. Got my back wall in, which, by the way, I'm going to be putting some additional bracing there for a TV mount. Just kind of give you the lay of the land. Got a drain. Let me go on this side over here. The water will be on this side of the shower, you know, the spigot and the controls. And there's our hot and cold coming up, which will also serve the vanity, which will sit right there. And in the vanity will be a vent, and you'll be able to have some heat. So let me step back a little bit, kind of get the lay of the land. As you come in, of course, this is the door opening. All right, there'll be another stud there because that'll be the hinge side. And there's the toilet. And you know, so when you open the door and you come in, squeeze by, come into the toilet. Or if you're taking a shower and you want to pee, you can just pee in the toilet or pee in the shower. Just kidding. All right. And this vent right here will provide heat for the bathroom. So you can kind of see. All right. So that'll come up from the cabinet. Well, right there's where my hot water tank will go, and right about where the vacuum is where the furnace will go. Remember, it's gas and electric, and then you figure those are about 11, 12 inches, 13 inches high, and then on top of the furnace will be the refrigerator, and then on top of the hot water will be the stove. So that'll be like the kitchen, stove and refrigerator area. Over here, and directly across from it will be the kitchen sink, with the sink centered right on that window. And there'll be cabinets. Right there as you come into the door, there will be a cabinet top to bottom, which will contain many of my controls like the awning, etc. And then there'll be a cabinet that runs down here. And of course, the bed. It's all ready to go. A couple things I got to do to it still. Put the platform on top, make the doors that open up so that we can get to the under mattress storage. What else? That's about it. All right, I'll be back. All right. Bathroom walls are in. The floor's all buttoned down. Shower enclosure is installed. I even cleaned it out. It's pretty dirty after sitting outside. I still got to get some goo off, to get that sticker off. But I know it's my shower because it's got my name on it. And, it's in there. It's in there good. I did a little caulked up all my water pipes. a bit ran through. I left my square on the floor. Set that over here. Set that over there. I'll tell you, it's really nice not having to unload everything today. I have been using the generator and the table saw today, so I set that up outside. No big deal. There's my air conditioner. But I gotta tell you, that's a milestone right there. The shower is all plumbed in. I put some blue tape down there just because I was screwing in the shower enclosure, and if I dropped one, I could have got it. It just would have been a pain in the ass. But you know, here's the right way. You countersink your screws. Okay, you don't use. I have to re-drill those because my brace board, I must be dead on a screw there and a screw there. So tomorrow I'll move those. And I'll cover the screw heads with silicone. And but anyway, what I was trying to show you was the screw heads should be flush, because you're going to be putting a piece of trim. You're going to be putting a piece of trim over that. You put your loo on, and then your finished board. I'm going to be using that PVC board. You guys have probably seen it. It's plastic. It doesn't rot, and I'm going to put a nice wide edge all the way around, and in the bathroom above that, I'm going all the way to the ceiling, and right there will be the shower fan, exhaust fan that goes outside, pulls the moisture out. Guys, you got to get the moisture out of your trailers. Here's the back side of the unit. I put some spray foam down there to just give it some rigidity. I'll put a little bit more tomorrow. Actually, as a matter of fact, I may put some in there before I leave today. But anyway, let me finish cleaning up, and I don't even know what time it is, but it's early, and I'm gonna go home and have a cold beer. Well, but I'll see you in a few minutes. I'm gonna finish up here cleaning up. Yeah. Well, I can't tell you that that shower being installed is, you know, it's like a keystone. It's like no, it's not a keystone. It's like without it, you really can't do anything else, because you got to get that thing in. You got to get it plumbed in, and once it's in, that's it. You know, there is no moving it out of the way. You know, once it's plumbed in, I mean, of course it can be, you know, taken out and replaced if something goes bad, but you sort of kind of build things with that in mind. Could I get that thing out in the future? Absolutely. And could I put another one in there? Absolutely. But, you know, when you install something like this, you just do it right the first time. You know, it's sitting on the floor. You know, my plumber buddy wanted to argue with me. He said, "Oh, no, you got to level it." I said, "Dude, the fucking trailer's not level. It's pretty damn close. So I'm going to tell you right now that the shower's pretty damn close. And it's solidly on the floor. When you stand inside this thing, you know, it does not move. And that's what you want. And it leans backwards. In other words, it tilts towards the back, which, hello, and it's got a really good pitch. I doubt I'd be able to show you, but there'll be no pooling of water in any of those corners. So, you know, you just gotta do what makes sense. This isn't a fucking house. I've built plenty of fucking houses, and you know, things are a little bit different in an RV. Things have to move. Things have to flex. Anyway, like I said, I put some spray foam down there. You know, again, just putting some right there. And of course underneath it, basically cements that, you know, to that 2x4 in a way. It's not too much, but in a way that if I slam on the brakes, you know, that shower enclosure has something soft to you know, to basically rest on, and it's not gonna, you know, it's not gonna jam it up. I'll get some tomorrow, and I'll put some up there also. You know, just try to get that 2x4, you know, to blow right through the shower enclosure if, you know, get into an accident. But I've seen RV accidents where the RVs just hit the ground and simply explode, just go to pieces. Not a 10 by 10 inch piece left. You know, these are 2x3s. On my outside walls, on my plumbing wall, 2x3s, 2x3s. You know, again, my the bathroom wall, 2x3. No need to, you know, use a 2x4. You know, I've got to put some blocking in there tomorrow, and I'll do that. It's just, you know, these afternoons, it gets pretty hot here in Florida. So anyway, I did some cleanup. Go ahead and lock this thing up, and I'll be back bright and early tomorrow. And tomorrow is, you know, mostly carpentry. I don't have, well, the plumbing's done. The rough plumbing is done, folks. You know, I'm not even going to get into, you know, what I've been doing in my spare time as far as the tanks are concerned. But I've got my tanks mocked up under there. You know, it's best to mock them up and see what you can see and what's the best choice. This way, when you actually go to do it, you know, you've pretty much worked it out in your mind. So I've been messing around with those tanks pretty much since day one, since they got here. You know, just trying to decide, you know, where I want them. Well, not necessarily where I want them, but, you know, where they're going to go, because they're both 50-gallon tanks, and well, 45.5, close enough. But you know, I wanted, you know, plenty of capacity to you know, to basically be off grid, get the fuck away from people that annoy me, and you know, people do annoy me. That doesn't mean that we don't like to go into campgrounds every now and again, but you know, we want to be self-sufficient. You know, we want to be able to pretty much go wherever we want without having to worry about, do we have enough water? You know, do we have enough of you know, energy? Anyway. I have to use my left arm still to lift that up. I tell you, my left arm is becoming very, very strong. Start this thing up and let it. Go forward. Go forward. side. Can't reach the ones on that side. I'm gonna let that blow out for a second. And there she is, man. She's looking good. I can't wait to sit under those awnings and drink a beer. I've been keeping my ladder out, no big deal. Everything looks good, everything's shut down. Oh, all the windows are closed on that side. And they're all closed on that side. Alright guys, just kind of rambled on a little bit, but hope you enjoyed the video. The shower enclosure is in, it's all done. If you like it, give a like. If you don't, give it a dislike. If you got any comments, they're always appreciated. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please do. Alright, this is Vinny signing off.